Nangangarap ka bang maging boss or for this matter, lady boss? Naku, magandang pakinggan 'no, pero yung lady boss na kasama natin sa episode ngayon, aba, napagod yata ng sobra-sobra sa pinagdaanan niya, pero boss na kasi siya hanggang sa ngayon. So, siguro siya na magkukuwento sa atin lang lahat ng naging journey niya. Kasama natin si Penny Lat. Pen, welcome and thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me here, Cheska. It's been a
Mm.
while.
Kaya nga.
It's been a while.
Sa mga nakakakilala sa akin at kay Penny, kami po ay naging, magkasama sa UP Mascom, College of Mass
Yes.
Communication. Wag niyo nang tanungin kung
Kung
anong
kailan.
year yon.
Never
Oo,
ask.
pero naging magkasama kami noon. Pero yun nga, fast forward to ilang years, nakapagtrabaho, nakapag-business, eto ka na,
Yeah.
lady boss na ang iyong dating. Pero marami kang pinagdaanan bago
Yeah.
na-achieve yan.
Oo, kasi pag sinabi mo kasi CEO ng company, sobrang, lalo na ngayon, no? Sobrang ano siya, nagniningning mata ng lahat ng tao.
Parang ang
CEO ka, ang galing-galing,
galing-galing, 'di
CEO ka,
ba?
ganyan-ganyan. Hindi nila alam, lahat kami nagwo-walling. Pag walang nakatingin. Oo, lahat kami nagwo-walling.
Mhm.
Wala pa akong nakilalang CEO, whether it's a lady boss or
Mhm.
yung CEO ng mga na nasa network ko na hindi
Mhm.
nag-walling ever.
At saka yung nag-smudge yung mga
Yeah.
mascara na gano'n 'no,
Yes.
sirang-sira ang makeup.
Oo, hindi talaga.
May mga gano'n kang moments?
Oo. Oo, meron akong moments na hindi ako makatulog talaga.
Mhm.
Like, yung sobrang kaba ko na biglang tumataas yung lamig sa katawan. Nagkaroon
Mm.
talaga ako ng ganong moments. Kasi, so, when you're a CEO or you're an owner of the company, masarap lang pakinggan, but there's a lot of struggle with it. And
Mhm.
the thing is, I can't even tell you what you'll go through. I mean, I
Okey.
can just share you what I've gone through.
Mhm.
Pero kasi saka mo lang siya maiintindihan and ma-understand yung lesson pag dinaanan mo na siya,
Totoo.
right? So yung struggles sa totoo lang, yung itong company na 'to, nung nag-start siya, hindi namin siya stinart na magkaka-company tayo. Hindi kami gano'n na, register na natin. Hindi
Oo.
kami gano'n. What really happened was, I was working for a US startup as a freelancer. Tas nirecommend nila ako sa ibang startup sa US.
Mhm.
Kasi I was already handling their support team here in the Philippines. So, binuo ko na yung team nila dito, lahat ng process nila, ako na nagsulat ng knowledge base nila. Ginamit ko yung writing skills natin sa Mascom.
Hello sa mga teachers
Yes,
namin.
hi! To write your knowledge base. Dumating siya in a way na parang nagkaroon lang ako ng email na nire-recommend ako sa ibang startup.
Okey, okey.
Yan. So, I went, ang unang idea ko talaga doon is ipasa siya sa ibang tao.
Mhm.
Pero, ang sabi ng business partner ko, why not start our own? Doon talaga siya nagsimula. So, we
Okey.
didn't set it out na parang magkakumpanya tayo. Parang nangyari na lang siya, binigay na lang
Oo.
talaga siya
So, parang sa
sa
iba
amin.
aksidente, para sa
Yes.
iba, blessing, 'di ba?
Yes.
Para sa iba, it's a surprise.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, in denial pa kami, magkumpanya kami for the first 2 to 3 years.
Okey.
Oo, kasi ang ano lang namin, may kliyente gusto daw nila ng team. Sige, gawa tayong team. I was a freelancer, so everything was a side gig to me.
Oo.
Everything was a project to me.
Mm.
Saka lang nung siguro 40 na kami, saka ko
Oo.
lang naisip, ay,
Company pala.
company na pala 'to. And when that happened, ang daming struggle. I fear that, I don't wanna say this, but sometimes the hardest thing to manage in a company is really the people in it.
Mhm.
Because people are very dynamic, they're very emotional.
Okey.
Very emotional.
Tsaka iba-iba yung personality ng mga
Yes, we
tao.
process things differently. So, pag sinabi ko 'to sa'yo, iba ang interpretasyon nila, depende
Mm.
kung na-experience na ba nila yun before.
Mhm.
So, and I always have to think about how to say things, lagi.
Mhm.
Kasi hindi ko puwedeng laging i-anggulo sa business side dahil hindi naman nila
Maiintindihan.
maiintindihan yun.
Mhm.
I made a mistake before so we were complying with government regulations, and I made a mistake before na, hindi, maintindihan naman nila gobyerno naman na so
Mhm.
so sinabi ko lang ng diretso, not thinking about the other side na kausap
Okey.
ko. Unfortunately, that led to us losing a client.
Hmm.
Mind you, agent ko yung sinabihan ko, sinabi ng agent sa client. And with clients that are outside of the Philippines,
Mhm.
miles and miles away, any risk sa kanila yun kung may exposure ka with compliance, right? So, unfortunately, nawalan kami ng kliyente. That was one of my naiyak ko rin ako pag naiisip ko yun kasi it really took me a while to get back to the swing of things after that. Kasi I had to let go of 40 people talaga.
Dahil may nawala kayong major client.
Oo. Yeah. And mind you, like, nawala yung major client because we were trying to do the right thing and comply with the government. The government regulations. So parang ang sakit nun na parang ginagawa naman namin yung tama. Tapos, tapos mawawala sila. And these people have been, ako kasi yung naghawak ng account eh. So talagang naging close sila sa akin. Like, napatakbo namin siya in a way na lahat na may support structure and everything like that. So ang sakit-sakit. Like, after nangyari yun, nahirapan ako nun kasi so the client was already kind of asking us about ano ba tong compliance kailangan yung gawin. So we were very upfront with them about it. Upfront in such a way na supposedly hindi na sila involved doon sa like step by step na gagawin pero they wanted to be. But because there are clients, syempre you want to assure them, right? Because they are miles away. So naiintindihan ko naman yun. So we tried to do that. We tried to rally everyone na para, galingan natin, taasan pa natin yung natin, goal natin sa KPIs and everything. But after that, to be let go, talaga, sobrang bigat. Sobrang bigat. And the problem with being an owner or a CEO is you can't really show yung fear na yun sa mga tao mo.
Diyan ako pupunta. Kasi, pag employee ka, syempre marami sa mga empleyado nangangarap maging business. Di ba? Businessman, have their own business. Maging CEO, 'di ba, maging boss, maging lady boss. Pero kapag empleyado ka, actually pag time out mo ng 5 or 6 or kung ano man ang time out mo, tapos na. Ano ang POV kapag ikaw yung may-ari ng kumpanya?
Nakakatawa tinanong mo sa akin kasi I said this like about 2 days ago to someone. Sabi ko, I work when I want to, but also when does work stop? Like, it doesn't really stop if you're an owner. Kahit ba sabihin ko sa kanila na up until midnight na lang ako magtrabaho kung may kliyente na gustong kumausap sa akin. Because our clients are international. Meron akong UK, may Australia ako,
iba
may
pa
US
yung
ako.
oras, di ba?
Iba yung oras. So, if they wanted to talk to me afternoon ng US, gigising ako nun. So, yes, I can work when I want to, but also, pag kailangan ako ng kliyente, andun ako. Pag may kailangan ayusin, andun ako. Kahit Sabado pa yan, Linggo yan, kasi may mga agents ako na Sabado, Linggo. Pag kailangan, andun ako. So, hindi yun napapansin, hindi sana hindi ma-turn off yung mga tao na wag mag-entrepreneurship. Pero, kasama kasi siya eh.
Yes.
When I think about all of yung challenges na yun, sabi ko nga dito sa business partner ko, at least now we know na kailangan ganun pala yung actions natin. At least now we know na, okay, para sure tayo na may magmamanage for the weekends, we need a person for this. Kasi kung tayo lang, wala na tayong itutulog talaga.
Mauubos tayong dalawa.
Mauubos talaga. And that was one of the biggest and best decisions we made ng business partner ko is to really create our team and department leads talaga.
Yung mga tao, pag tinitignan kasi na, ay, boss na siya, ang galing naman. Tapos, relatively, you are still young. Ang nakikita lang nila na, paano mo nagawa? Na parang ang galing-galing. Na parang, ayan na siya. Ay, kasi UP yan eh. Ay, kasi ganito yan eh. Ay, magaling naman na yan dati pa eh. Does it all amount to that? Or may iba pang factors?
I think, feeling ko sa akin nangyari siya because I didn't stop working at all. Especially because I had reasons not to stop. Right? Because I have kids and I was responsible for them. Like
hindi
financially,
pwedeng tumigil.
Hindi talaga pwede tumigil at all. When I say business is ganun din sa pagiging nanay, diba? Like, it doesn't stop. Pag may sakit yan, madaling araw, kailangan mong bantayan, gising ka pa din. It's the same thing. So, I'm very, sleep deprived.
Raise your hands, mga nanay.
Yes, very sleep deprived. Pero, but the thing is, I didn't stop because I needed to make sure that my kids were gonna be fed. I
Okay.
needed to make sure that I was gonna be able to provide for my kids. Kasi I have made decisions before na parang everyone was against. Talaga.
Okay.
Everyone was against. Pero tinuloy ko, pinanindigan ko. And thinking na parang, hindi, decision ko to, panindigan ko to. Up until the point that I couldn't anymore and had to leave.
Okay.
So, yung pag-alis ko kasi na yun, doon sa previous relationship ko, was really hard, not just for me, but for my family. Because everyone, my side is very devout Catholics. Very, I was the first one to do that in
Okay.
our side. So, I felt like I had a chip on my shoulder to prove to everyone na, yes, pinanindigan ko to before, paninindigan ko yung decision ko ngayon, and kung kailangan ng bata, kailangan kong palakin itong mga bata na to na ako lang, financially, whatever, I will do it. And so far naman, happy naman ako where I am right now. I feel like that's the reason why nagtuloy-tuloy lang din yung growth ko because I didn't stop.
Okay. Sa mga iba na siguro pinagdadaanan yung napagdaanan mo naman na yan before, 'di ba? So yung portion or season na yan ng life mo. Baka may mga iba kasi na gano'n na nando'n sa gano'ng sitwasyon na yung potential nila na itago na. So parang, "'Di ganito na lang siguro ako, housewife na lang ako." Pero alam nila sa sarili nila na, "Kaya ko din 'to, eh." Siguro yung iba supportive ang husband, okay ang relationship. Yung iba baka hindi rin ideal yung situation. Ano yung mga learnings na puwede mong sabihin dun sa mga katulad mong pangarap maging lady boss pagdating ng panahon?
You know, one parable that my business partner always, and sorry kung lagi ko nababanggit siya because he's been in my life since everything started, even way, way back pa, 15 years. So, one of the parables that we always talk about is the parable of talents. God has a way of saying na parang, binigay ko to sa'yo, make use of it. If you don't make use of it,
Tatanggalin ko yan.
yes. And I think if you just, be quiet enough to hear talaga na parang yung inaano ng puso mo, yung intuition mo, yung sinisigaw ng puso mo na, this is the path for me. People, I don't know if it happens to you, but sometimes I experience yung mga bulong na parang, you know what, look into this. Yung mga ganon. And I feel like it's not me personally who does that for me, but somewhere up there is really just handing
Parang
it over
ano
to
'no,
me.
parang may divine
Yes,
guidance
oo.
'no?
Oo, divine guidance talaga. So anyone who's thinking na parang you are meant for more, you are meant for more. You are meant for more. As much as God is gonna give us this, opportunities, lalapag niya sa'yo, you also have to reach out your hand and grab that opportunity eh. Pero sa akin, ang isang important din is, ayusin natin yung mindset natin.
Okay.
Kasi hindi mo marirealize that God is already giving you the opportunity if hindi maayos yung mindset mo. So important, yung path ko to knowing all of this, itong growth, itong company namin, really started because I started my personal development. I read yung books ni Bo Sanchez, actually mom
So
ko may-ari nun
nag-aral
eh.
ka ulit?
Yes.
Okay.
Nag-start ako magbasa ng books ulit. Kasi sa utak ko kasi, if I was gonna I was gonna start this path, I might as well learn what I can about it. Like, kung paano ko malalaman kung para sa akin siya kung hindi ko alam what I need to do to get it. Right? So for example, there are a lot of opportunities. Pero in my time, itong time ng life ko, gusto ko more time with the kids. So will I grab all podcasts, invites, or all events if that meant na I wasn't gonna be able to attend my kid's birthday? Hindi, diba? So, pero, unang-una muna nun is alamin mo muna what you're getting into.
Okay.
So, nilapag sa'yo, alamin mo muna what you're gonna get into. And then, pag okay na,
Tsaka ka mag-go.
Oo. Kung okay sa values mo, saka ka mag-go. Hindi ko sinasabi na, tawag dito, pag hindi ka nahirapan, saka ka mag-go. Kasi maghihirap ka talaga sa start. Meaning,
Walang madali.
You start ng aral, actually, yung pinakamadaling part nga is yung magsa-start ka pa lang. Ang pinakamahirap na part is pag nagtutuloy-tuloy ka na. Tapos you have to scale up. Mas
Oh,
mahirap pa yon kesa yung sa
okay.
pag-start.
Sabi nga nila, sa umpisa lang yan mahirap. Hindi
Hindi.
pala.
No. Siguro, sa akin, the reason why I believe that is because I always strive for excellence.
Mhm.
So, I am not, and I said earlier, I don't stop. Right?
Mhm.
So, hindi ako titigil na, okay na to.
So, para ka maging CEO or lady boss, kung yan ang pangarap ninyo, maging boss someday, dapat hindi ka nagse-settle sa, okay na yan, pwede na yan. So,
Yes.
dapat one notch higher lagi.
Oo, kasi you're gonna be setting the standard for your team eh.
Mm.
So, kung ang quality or yung term mo na excellence is not excellent,
Mm.
paano mo maipapasa yun sa team na this is your expectations and this is where we're heading,
Mm.
right? Ang 50% customer satisfaction ba, okay na ba? Or are you gunning for 95? Right? So, ano muna yung level of excellence para sa'yo, yung quality para sa'yo? Para maipasa mo siya sa team at malaman ng team mo na, okay, this is what we're striving for.
Oo.
Mas mas
Yan
importante.
bang mga values na yan and kumbaga skill set na meron ka na ine-enhance mo na lang, di ba? Or yung leadership or yung way of thinking mo na yan, tingin mo dala mo na yan nung magkaklase pa tayo sa college or na-develop ba yan nung panahon na naging mom ka, kumbaga, naging part ka ng isang marriage na doon din na-hone yung mga ganyang skills mo?
I feel like everything that I've experienced has helped hone new skills talaga. As far as leadership, maybe not in college. I feel like nung time na yun, medyo people pleaser pa ako. Like,
Ano pa, yung
alam mo
tumatansya-tansya ka pa noon?
tsaka yung, hindi naman lahat, hindi ko medyo generalize. Pero people who do really, really well in school na parang are grade conscious na feeling ko yun medyo naging hindrance siya sa akin because I was gunning for the grade. I was waiting for someone to tell me na ito ang gawin mo, ito ang quality na kailangan mong gawin. But entrepreneurship is not like that. Ang entrepreneurship is, ito ang gusto kong gawin, ito, ganito natin siya gagawin, unless you have a team, at ito yung quality
na gusto nating
Oo.
ma-achieve.
So, I really had to flip that switch na parang, okay, instead of someone else telling me, even sa corporate, right, like, instead of, that switch, that person telling me, or my employer telling me na ito yung kailangan kong gawin, I really had to flip the switch na ito yung gagawin natin, ito yung strategy natin for the company. Lahat ng yun. Pero ang pinaka-importante sa akin to tell everyone is if you want to be a CEO or boss, mag-aral kayo. Learning really
Never stops talaga, no?
Never stops. Actually, if you stop learning, ano na yun you're on the way out. To be completely honest.
Pa-dead end na yun,
Yes,
parang gano'n. Okay.
Hindi pwede.
So, nung panahon na hindi ka pa naman talaga boss, pero on your own little ways, nag-employee ka habang nagpapalaki ng mga bata.
Yes.
Was it a challenge? Was it a walk in the park? Kasi parang, hello mga nanay, struggle yan. Kasi pag uwi mo sa bahay, switch mo agad yung isip mo na, nga pala, may mga anak ako, nanay nga pala ako, maglilinis pa ako, magmamap ako ng bahay.
Yes. Oo. Kaya nga bilib na bilib talaga ako sa mga nanay, promise. Kasi pero paano pa natin kinakaya to? Most of the time, I think like, we just face what's in front of us kasi there's really no time to kind of think about anything else. Pero yung struggle ko, so before I was working in corporate.
Hindi ka pa boss nun?
Hindi pa. Empleyado pa. I was a sales rep for a promotional products company. Yung half ng utak mo nasa bahay. Lagi. Kahit
kasi nandun ang mga anak mo
lalo na toddlers. Grabe talaga.
Grabe yung praning, di ba?
Oo. Toddlers. Di mo pa, tas madalim kasakit, yung mga ganun, di ba? So parang ang hirap-hirap. Tapos, syempre, empleyado ka, sa pag may sakit yung bata, ang aasahan mo is yung mga tao na nasa bahay. There was once a time na parang, I thought I was never gonna have to do it, but I had to go home kasi may sakit yung bata. Yung isang naging struggle ko din noon was, so I was working at night kasi nga, it was an outsourcing company then that I was working for. I was working at night, pag-uwi ko, ako pa din mag-aalaga ng bata.
Kasi umaga na yung uwi mo, okay?
Umaga na yung uwi ko. Ako pa din mag-aalaga ng bata. Umuwi ako, actually, nilalagnatan yung bata. Pero hindi, and mind you, like, every single day, nung time na yon I was sleeping 2 to 3 hours a day, every day. So, imagine na itong day na to, I was really, really tired. Hindi ko na kayang gumising and may nilalagnat yung bata. Sobrang taas nung lagnat ng bata. Eventually, we had to bring her to the hospital. Doon ko first nakita yung baby ko na nag-convulse. Kasi sa sobrang taas.
Taas ng temperature niya.
Sobrang taas ng temperature niya. And I felt really guilty kasi bakit ba ako natutulog? Parang, bakit ba ako natutulog? Sana dinala ko na to kanina. Bakit ba ako natulog? Parang gano'n na. Pero kasi, yung decline ng brain mo, pag hindi ka talaga natutulog, minsan hindi mo na talaga din mapansin kung tama ba yung mga decision mo. So, pero I felt really, really guilty kasi di sana hindi na siya nag-convulse pa kasi naidala ko na before pa mangyari yung part na yun.
Ngayon siguro dahil uso na nagtatrabaho din ang mga nanay habang nagpapalaki ng anak, hindi naman lahat afford din or may kakayahan na yung may house help, yung may babysitter or may family na tutulong talaga sa'yo. Maraming nakaka-relate ngayon. Kaya nga meron nang na-invent na term na mom guilt, di ba? Sa mga panahon ngayon. That time, you really felt that guilt.
Oo. You know, as parent, I really took it seriously na malapit ang puso ko sa mga bata. Even for orphanages, malapit talaga ang ano ko. Kasi sino pa ba ang aasahan nila? They did not choose to be in this world. I brought them into this world. So yung sense of responsibility ko for my kids was really, really
Mataas
high.
talaga,
Oo,
oo.
kasi sino pa ba ang aano sa kanila? Iaasa ko ba sa ibang tao yun?
Oo.
Ako ang nagluwal sa kanila.
Oo.
Iaasa ko ba yun?
Ang naging extra challenge mo lang that time, the environment for the kids
Yeah.
and their parents was less than ideal kasi.
Yes. Very less than ideal. Talaga. It was really hard for me that for a time, my eldest was with my parents. Because I couldn't talaga with 2 kids, with 2 toddlers.
Hindi kaya ng powers. Oo.
So, mommies, I feel
I
you.
feel you.
I feel you talaga. Hindi ko talaga na. But eventually, of course, mind you halos isang street lang kami ng parents ko. Pero kasi magkabilang side ng ano. Pero, I had to make that choice kasi hindi ko nga kayang yung burnout of sleeping really, really little hours and taking care of the
And you
kids.
had to still work.
Yes.
Okay. For so many reasons, siguro iba't iba yung reasons natin for working. Sana lahat may privilege na hindi na kailangan mag-work ng mga nanay, kaya na, di ba? Pero para dun sa mga kababaihan na nagwo-work pa rin, mahirap talaga i-juggle yun, di ba? Na kung nasa opisina ka nga daw, yung isip mo na sa bahay. Pag nasa bahay ka naman, yung mga kausap mo sa phone, sa opisina.
Yes. So, matagal na ako work from home since 2011.
Okay.
And that's probably also the reason why most of my people are work from home. Depende na lang kung gusto ng kliyente na office. So, we have an office in BGC. Pero, I would say, mas marami talagang work from home sa amin. But even then, which is, ang thankful ako doon kasi I'm able to give that opportunity to my people na para, okay, kasama pa rin kids mo, diba? Pero, ang struggle naman doon is you have to be able to manage yourself.
Yan.
Kasi, ako,
the delineation ng, separation ng iyong isip, time, at katawan.
Yes. So, yung kids ko, nasanay na sila nasa bahay ako. So, normal sa amin yung bigla silang lumalabas sa likod ko. Yeah. Buti na lang yung mga client. Actually, since the pandemic, the clients are a little bit more lenient about it. Because everyone has their family with them. But there was a time, kausap ko yung client ko. Pero yung toddler ko, sinisipa ako sa gilid habang kausap ko yung kliyente ko. So, I'm working, meeting, but still taking care of a toddler.
Okay.
Ganon as a mommy, hindi mo naman sila pwedeng diyan ka lang. Lalo na, toddler eh.
Hindi ka maintindihan.
Hindi pa maintindihan. So, ano bang payo ko sa mga ganon, sa mga mommies na ganon? So, a couple of things, right? So, one of my friends does this. Meron siyang sign na pag may kausap siya na
Mhm.
client, she'll put up the sign para alam ng lahat ng kids niya na wag muna siyang
Istorbohin.
istorbohin. Yan,
Wow,
istorbohin.
okay.
Ako personally, ang ginagawa ko, I take my calls pag tulog na yung bata.
Para sure, di ba?
Yun. So I work around the schedule of my kids.
Okay.
Or, depende na lang kung Australian kausap ko. Pag
Kasi
nasa school ang
graveyard
bata,
shift ang more or less yung oras
more
mo,
or less,
okay?
yes. So, kaya kong anuhin, medyo laruin.
Mhm.
Kumbaga, especially for those na, yun nga, medyo, plus mahirap naman talaga humanap na ngayon
Okay.
ng help
Help. Mm.
for it. Just work. You just
Mm.
have to really work around it.
Sasabihin ng mga isa lang ang anak, paano mo nagawa yun? Isa nga lang yung kid ko, hirap na ako. You have 3 kids.
Yes, I do.
And yung napagdaanan mo, sabi mo nga, it was less than ideal. Tingin mo yung strength na meron ka ngayon at saka yung bilis ng isip, yung high sense of responsibility, nakuha mo yan dahil you had to step up during that time.
Yes. Oo. I was crying and still working. I was emotional but still working. Kasi, if I wasn't gonna work, saan pupulutin yung mga anak ko? Right? I wasn't gonna grow saan kami, like, every single day na lang ba akong magsa-struggle?
Mhm.
Parang, ang point ko sa sarili ko is, I have to grow, I have to be better than I was yesterday dahil meron akong mga batang pinalalaki.
Ano ang naging wake-up call para sa'yo? Kasi you had 3 kids. Sabi mo nga, although the environment was less than ideal para sa wife, di ba? Para sa wife, para sa mom, lalo na para sa kids. Pero tumagal ng, di ba naka 3 kids ka pa? Ano yung naging eye-opener sa'yo, wake-up call na, I had to move on. I had to have a better life para sa mga anak ko.
I have tried my very, very best. And when I said I've tried my very best, I've tried everything. Umiyak ka, kinausap na maayos, nagalit ka. I tried everything. I tried everything before we even left. But at some point, nung na-realize ko that I've lost all self-respect. All self-respect. Because I was staying in spite of all of the things that are happening. Yung part na yun, dun talaga ako. Sabi ko, tama na. Di na. Ayun. Nabigla na nga lang parents ko, nandun na kami. Sa kanila na kami. And na hindi na ako bumabalik.
Hindi mo na share sa kanila yung mga struggles na yun?
No. Kasi at that point, pinanindigan ko talaga yung naging decision ko na magpakasal. Na, no, this was I made this decision.
Pangangatawan ko to.
Pangangatawan ko to. Kahit lahat kayo ayaw nyo. Kahit lahat kayo, pangangatawan. Tigas din na ulo ko kasi.
Pero may learnings ka dun.
Yes.
Meron kang anak na babae.
Yes.
Ano ang maipapayo mo sa kanya?
Sa kanya? I've told her this naman din na parang yung choosing the right partner is really, really, really important. But then, you also have to know ano bang hinahanap mo sa partner. Sometimes, ang hirap kasing sabihin sa kanya, no, this is the right person. It's like with employees na parang you can't always tell them everything because magpo-push back sila.
Okay.
They have to really learn how to think for themselves. And as parents, dumadating yung time na coach ka na lang instead of, eto, gawin mo to. No. Yun, dumadating coach. So, sabi ko sa kanya, doon sa panganay ko, you really have to know what it is you want in a relationship. Anong klaseng relationship ba ang gusto mo? How you're treated. Actually, medyo swerte pa nga ang kids now. Panahon kasi natin, all we had were telenovelas. Right now, they have reels and,
marami pang iba.
Right?
Diba?
They have so much access into information on how to choose the right partner and ano bang red flags, green flags, and all that.
Correct.
We didn't have that. But ang sa akin is to learn how to think for yourself kung ano ba yung gusto mo para sa'yo. Because no marriage is gonna be perfect, but it has to be perfect for you. Diba?
Okay.
Ayun. So, yun lang yung sinasabi ko sa kanila na ano.
So, during that time, so, umalis kayo, you have to start from scratch.
Mm.
Dala mo yung 3 anak mo?
Mm.
Hindi ka naman bumitaw sa work? Because you have to. You
No.
have to work still.
I had to work. I was a freelancer na
Mm.
by that point. So, I was working from home na rin at that
Saan
point.
kayo umuwi? Sa family mo?
Sa
Parents?
parents ko.
Mhm.
Sa parents ko. I felt my safest kasi talaga sa kanila.
Mhm.
Parang, dapat lang, no?
Oo.
No, but I felt I've never told
Mhm.
them that, but I felt my safest sa kanila na parang kung ano man mangyari, like, they
And
were
at the
gonna be
end of
with
the
me.
day, family mo pa rin
Yes.
ang
Ayan.
babalikan mo.
Yes. So, nasa kanila ako, I wanted to make sure na while nasa kanila ako, I was also, like, hindi yung pabigat ako.
Mhm.
Na may 3 akong bata, pakakainin. Like, ayokong na sila magpapaaral. No, that wasn't gonna happen at all.
Mm.
Like, alam mo yung nakakahiya kasi na sa akin, nahihiya ako personally na parang umuwi na nga ako, separated na nga.
Mm.
Tapos, aasa pa ako sa magulang ko to take care of me. No, I'm already an adult. I can take care of myself and my kids. So, talagang hindi ako tumigil. I was working double, triple jobs.
So, mas nagsipag ka pa. Kung masipag ka na noon, mas
Oo.
nagsipag ka pa ngayon.
Oo. Mas nagsipag, oo. Kasi feeling ko nga, I had that chip on my shoulder na parang hindi pwedeng aasa pa ako sa
Oo.
iba for
But this time, was it more challenging? Was it more, mas may sense of freedom? Or mas anxious ka ba? Ano ang naramdaman mo nung time na yun?
Nung time na yon, anxious definitely. Because I wasn't at this point of my life. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, that was also the time that I started my personal development. Yung Bo Sanchez books, Tony Robbins, yung mga ganong books talaga. And that also kind of helped me na parang, okay, not only growth in knowledge and skills, but also growth spiritually. So, malakas yung paniniwala ko sa gratitude. Malakas sa paniniwala ko sa giving. Yan, na parang, the reason why we give is because we trust God enough na ibabalik niya yun sa atin. We don't give kasi tenfold ang balik.
Oo.
No,
Kasi may kapalit, di ba?
Diba? Hindi ganon. But kasi we trust God na ibabalik na sa atin. Kaya kahit anong challenge sa business din, ibabalik ko lang din sa business, kahit anong challenge sa business, iyakan ko man yan o hindi, at some point, alam ko sa puso ko na may ipapalit lagi si Papa God. So, yung personal development ko, yung giving, yung gratitude, yung parable of talents, lahat ng yan really, really helped me along my journey of, yung personal na naging, difficulty ko, and even the difficulties of running a company. Yun talaga.
So, lahat yun, dun mo hinugot, di ba?
Oo.
Yung lakas mo para makastart ka all over again.
Oo. The other thing that I've always thought of, yung lately kasi na-anxiety na naman ako kasi, with AI, sobrang lakas ng effect niya talaga sa outsourcing, to be completely honest. Very, yung outsourcing.
Sa industry nyo?
Yes.
Okay.
Kasi, typically, when you say outsourcing kasi, it's really more of the grunt work or the tier 1 or yung first level tasks yun, which is most of the time kaya na ni AI. Ayan. So lately na anxiety na naman ako because some clients were letting go.
Oo.
Na parang, Lord, ano ba?
Saan kami papunta?
Oo. Tapos I read this, I forgot where I read it, pero yung part na parang co-creator ka lang, Penny. Hindi ikaw yung mismong creator. So don't expect to be able to control everything. Basta do what you can. And then basta may ibibigay naman siya. So far naman, like, this year was really unexpected for me. Really unexpected for me. Every single thing I've done this year, hindi ko in-expect na mangyayari sa akin ever. Ayun. When I say that, so the personal branding thing, I've never, like, hindi ko siya in-expect, like, getting invited to events, like, parang, okay.
Saan galing lahat to?
Oo, promise, as in, patak na, actually, December 1st, the week before the Christmas, simula nun, every single month, meron akong basta yun yung sa personal branding, the events, yung talking to clients, more network, ibang klase din talaga.
Mhm.
Basta ibang klase din talaga si Papagad pag nagbigay ng opportunity.
Oo. So, ngayon
Yeah.
mo nararamdaman, maybe this year or late last year, yung start na ng pag-bounce back mo as a person, as an individual person, di ba? As a career woman, as a lady boss.
Yes. Yes. Yung pagiging visible kasi, yung personal branding, kumbaga,
Mm.
it took me a while to be okay with it.
Mm.
Then, personal branding kasi it's also important, yung executive branding is also important for companies kasi.
Mhm.
Especially now with AI where you can duplicate yourself, lahat
Mm.
ng yan. It's very important, lalo na for us na ang clients namin, wala naman sa Pinas.
Mm.
So, kaya important lang na nakalabas ako. But that was also a journey for me. Everything was a journey for me. Realizing that I can be visible but still be a private person.
Mhm.
That's still doable. Bakit hindi? Na realizing na, okay, dito tayo nagsimula, di ba? Masscom, di ba? Umattend ka ng events, nag-speaking ka before, di ba? Tapos ngayon, bumabalik ka sa ganun. That was possible. Itong year talaga na yun was really the year na parang, huy, parang hindi tayo nababakante. Minsan nga parang, huy, yung schedule natin. Ayan.
Mhm.
Pero, yeah, we're bouncing back this year.
Oo. Though dumating ka sa point, bago ka dumating sa point na to, dumating din talaga sa point na, saan ako pupunta? Parang, is it a stall for me?
Mm.
May ganun ka bang
Yes.
naranasan na parang, ano na, stop na ba?
Yes. Yes. Hindi ka business owner if you've never thought about, tama na ba to?
Kung walang ganung moment.
Kung walang ganung moment. Yeah. Pag sinabi na lang roller coaster talaga ang business, it is absolutely a roller coaster. But what has kept me level lagi is knowing na lahat naman kasi to may rason. Ano ba yung rason ngayon? Right? Dumating na ako sa pinakamahirap na point ng ng buhay ko, yung na-experience ko. Kinaya ko naman umakyat eh. So what's stopping me from, okay, bumaba tayo ngayon. What's stopping me from going up again? 'Di ba? Utak ko lang din naman, 'di ba? Kaya level-headed ako kasi alam ko naman na bibigyan pa rin naman ako ni may mga rason eh. But it's so weird. Basta may mga rason, kailangan lang bukas yung mata mo for the opportunities.
Para
na
makita
ilalapag
mo,
sa'yo.
no?
Oo. Kasi yung time din na bumigay yung isa na client, we joined a chamber. Tapos, a week after, naglabas sila magro-roadshow sila sa Australia.
Okay.
Alam mo yung parang, kailangan ko ng kliyente. Kakasali lang natin dito. May roadshow na pupunta ng Australia para maganap ng kliyente. Okay!
Sama tayo.
Sama tayo. Kailangan lang bukas yung mata mo. Bukas yung mata mo.
At makinig, sabi mo
Oo.
nga. Noong panahon na nag-aaral kasi tayo sa UP, ang gandang yung mag-introspect sa mga puno, sa mga naglalakad
Yes.
ka. May mga ganong areas doon. Sabi mo, ikaw, gustong-gusto mo yung naglalakad-lakad sa UP. Ang pag-iisip ba talaga, yung kailangan pag-isipan mo, pakinggan mo yung sarili mo, pakinggan mo si Lord, tignan mo yung paligid mo para malaman mo what will be your next step.
Yes. Yes. Lalo na ngayon with everything that's designed to get our attention. Short form reels. Like, those are
Totoo.
all designed to get your attention na
Totoo.
never ka nang tumayo sa hinihigaan mo para manood nun, di ba? Yung getting that space, that quiet space, or even exercise. So, minsan nga, yung iba, yung idea, sa banyo pa nakukuha, di ba? Which is,
correct.
right? Like, whatever it is that will at least quiet your mind. I'm not saying meditation, kasi meditation has never worked for me, to be completely honest. Walking has.
Okay.
Exercise has. Pero whatever, yung magka-quiet ng mind mo, one exercise that I, kind of napag-aralan ko to kind of listen more is apart from hindi meditation upo ka lang, makinig ka lang sa lahat ng sounds na naririnig mo.
Oh, okay.
Whether it's a chirp of the bird from the distance, or electric fan, or this buzzing sound that I'm hearing, or yung hinga ng like kahit
Pansinin mo lang lahat.
pansinin mo lang lahat. That's already a form of mindfulness. Yun. Pero kasi kaya ko inaano yung mindfulness na manahimik ka. Kasi paano mo mapapakinggan yung binibigay sa'yo kung ang atensyon mo nasa lahat ng ibang tao?
Punong-puno yung isip
Punong-puno
mo,
yung isip
no?
mo.
Ang daming voices nga daw.
Oo.
Alam mo, Penny, very important yung sinabi mo kasi para dun sa mga gustong mag-succeed sa career, mag-succeed sa business nila, maging boss, di ba? Parang ang dami mo daw gustong gawin, ang daming nasa isip mo, ang dami mong
Yes.
gustong sabihin.
Oh my God, yes.
Ano yung reminder mo sa kanila na, teka lang, relax ka lang. Dapat may ganun pa rin.
Yes. To be completely honest, that's your first priority, is to find the quiet first before the chaos of the day. Kasi how will you be able to decide and be able to, lead your company kung pati ikaw chaotic?
Oo.
So, when I'm anxious, I try not, yung sabi ko nga before na parang, I'm fearful but I can't show my team.
Oo.
Kasi yung anxiousness mo, you actually show that. Pag kinausap mo na yung team mo, nararamdaman nila yung anxiousness mo.
Makukuha nila
Oo,
yun, yung
makukuha
kaba
nila.
mo, no?
Oo, makukuha nila yun. Ano mangyayari sa inyo? And your job as a leader is to be able to steer the ship. Right? And you can't steer the ship if pinapasa mo yung anxiety mo dun sa mga tao mo. So, find the quiet first. Regulate yourself first. Talaga. And sabi ko before, I had this talk with the ICT. Sabi ko, the way to sustain a business is right now pa lang, develop yung spirituality mo, yung relationship mo. Talaga. Wala rin akong nakilalang CEO, people who handle thousands and thousands of people who are not religious. To be completely, hindi lang sila very upfront about it, but for some of them, they're very,
spiritually aligned
yes.
talaga, no?
Yes, kasi kailangan mo yun eh. Kailangan yung loob mo is quiet, kilala mo yung sarili mo, alam mo yung relationship with God, hindi ka ganun ka-bothered because you know that God has your back before you can even help other people.
Sabi nga sa Psalms 46 verse 1, God is our refuge and our strength. So talagang may limit lang naman kasi ang kaya nating gawin eh. Sabi mo nga, kahit hindi na ako matulog, okay lang, pero may limit, kailangan talaga nating matulog eh.
Yes.
Ano naman yung reminder mo para sa mga ganun na, lalo na sa lifestyle natin ngayon, ang tindi ng parang test or parang longing na dapat ma-maximize ko yung 24 hours kahit hindi na ako matulog. Kasi ang daming gagawin. Kulang pa yung quota ko. Wala pa ako sa quota. Hindi ko pa maaabot yung pangarap ko. Kaya, hindi ako nagpapahinga. Hindi ako natutulog.
You will never be your optimal self if you're pushing yourself too far. So, kung gusto mo maging productive every single hour of your work hour, you also have to give an equivalent rest time. Kasi kahit anong push mo dyan, yung mga sumunod na oras niyan is already declining. Hindi ka na ready for the next day to be optimal. Yung optimal na yung productivity mo, yung performance mo, kung you're not giving yourself enough time.
Babagal ka na eh, di ba?
Enough time to rest.
Oo.
Enough time to reflect on the day. Enough time to talk to God, Lord, dito yung naging ano ko, right? Kasi part of growing is also understanding na, okay, what went well, what did not go well today.
So, dapat magsa-stop ka talaga.
Oo.
Mag-iisip, makikinig, sabi mo nga, magsusulat, part talaga yon.
Part talaga siya. Part talaga siya.
So, kahit mga boss, mga CEO, at papunta na kayo doon, working your way up, huwag kalilimutan na mag-day off din,
Yes.
mag-vacation leave din, kapag kailangan mag-sick leave, at mag-sick leave kayo.
Oo.
Important yun.
Oo, important yun. We only have one life.
Totoo naman.
If you really think about that sentence, we only have one life. It will guide what you want to do for the day, where you want to put your attention to, whether it's your family, your work, and what you want to do to keep your health.
Yun yung isang perspective ng you only live once or
Yes.
YOLO. Kasi minsan, ang tingin natin doon, gawin ko na lang gusto kong gawin. What will make me happy? Pero, tama ka, Penny. You only live once, so make the most out of it. na magiging productive ka towards your goal. So, dapat talaga may goal ka.
Yes. Yes. You know what? Kanina tinanong mo sa akin yan. I've been wondering about this. I was praying about this. Like, Lord, what's my purpose ba talaga? Like, is this my purpose to provide livelihood to everyone? Or are you giving me all of these opportunities right now? Because you know na dito rin naman ako nagsimula. Na parang, maybe you should go for it then. So, yung purpose na yun, yung goal mo na yun, what you want to happen next, hindi lang ikaw ang magsiset nun. Again, you have to listen kung ano yung ibibigay talaga sa iyo ni Papa God.
You have to listen, you have to pray for it.
Yeah.
At bago mo ma-achieve ang pagiging CEO or kung ano man ang pangarap ninyo, maging boss or maging mataas ang iyong posisyon, dapat yung purpose alam mo.
Yes.
Kung bakit mo ba gusto yan? Para makatulong sa maraming tao? O para yumaman lang ba? O para sumikat lang ba? Or para, iba-iba di ba? Iba-iba yung ating pinaguhugutan. So, dapat alam natin kung ano yung purpose ng pangarap mo na yan. So, one day, kapag ikaw ay naging CEO na, katulad ni Penny, you will look back, di ba? Doon sa mga pinagdaanan mo, there will be highs and lows. Roller coaster talaga.
Yes. Roller coaster talaga. You will not know what the reason is at that moment. You will know once it's done.
So, ngayon may mga nagme-make sense na sa'yo.
Yes.
Pero meron pa ring hindi.
Yes. Yes. Pero kasi pinapasa Diyos ko na yun parang because there are already experiences na parang kaya pala.
Yes.
So yung mga experience ko tuloy ngayon na parang bakit?
Baka one
parang,
day, no?
One day it'll come to me. Why?
Okay. Ngayon na ikaw ay isa ng ganap talaga na lady boss. Ano na yung kumbaga mas mataas na calling ba or purpose na nakikita mo kung bakit ka nilagay na ni Lord dyan? Ready ka na ba? Or nakita niya kasi na okay ka na, Penny, equipped ka na. Ano na yung purpose mo ngayon na nandyan ka na sa position na yan?
I feel like I wouldn't be thinking about or asking for God's guidance now. Lord, where do you want me? Like, what's my purpose if ito lang talaga yung purpose ko? I feel like there's
more pa.
There's more. I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by my network who are also very, very go-getters na parang, you know, yung what people think is a busy day is just a normal day.
Lang sa kanila.
A normal day for us talaga. Pero I feel like meron pang gustong ibigay sa akin si Lord. And also, itong lahat ng experience ko ngayon is also being able to share it to the world talaga, whatever I've experienced and learned, na kahit manggaling ka pa sa ganong sitwasyon, hindi ibig sabihin hanggang dun ka na lang. Kahit ba today, feeling mo, tigil na natin tong kumpanya na to, still here, being able to share that experience that it's still quite possible, then feeling ko that's also part of my purpose.
Sa lahat ng napagdaanan mo na highs and lows na,
yeah.
sabi mo nga, ibang klase. Ibang klase yung mga napagdaanan ko. Pero hindi pa tapos si God sa'yo, di ba? Paano ka binago ng mga challenges na yon? Paano binago yung pananampalataya mo?
When I was younger, I shared with you before, my side of the family, they're very devout Catholics, right? I went to a traditional Catholic school. And when you're, in that environment, it's like, okay, Christian living every day, ganyan. Eventually, nung last year, na-realize ko, mas spiritual, mas religious pa ako ngayon kesa before. Kesa nung araw-araw akong may Christian living. Mas religious pa ako ngayon. Mas may relationship ako with God ngayon than ever before. Than nung time na my parents were asking us to, volunteer sa church, yung mga ganun bagay.
Dati forced pa di ba?
Ngayon, no. Like, I have a relationship with God because I want to.
Yes.
Not because I have to. Or not because someone told me to. So, yung change na yun sa akin really is yung kalma. Which is, sorry, naiyak ako ng very slight kasi there was a point in my life where I said, Lord, all I want is peace of mind. Yan. So, when I tell you na what has changed for me is yung kalma, it's It's
It's a
a
big word
wish.
for you, no?
Yeah, it's a wish that has come true because of my relationship.
Wish granted.
Yes.
'Di ba? So, minsan simple lang talaga yung mga hiling natin, eh. Gusto ko lang kumalma.
Yes.
Gusto ko lang ng peace of mind. Gusto ko lang ng tahimik na buhay, ng simpleng buhay. So, ako at this state, Penny, happy ako sa'yo.
Thank you.
Congratulations dahil yang sinasabi mo nga na nakuha ko na, yung matagal kong pinagpe-pray that I'm content, I'm happy, at peace sa nararanasan ko ngayon. At alam kong marami pang mga bagay ang ipapa-experience sa'yo ni Lord kasi sabi mo nga, until now, tinatanong mo pa rin, ano pa po yung purpose ko? Ano pa po yung ipapagawa mo sa akin? So, Ben, maraming salamat.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Kasi
me.
alam ko, may mga stories dyan na siguro ngayon mo lang din talaga na let out, na
Yeah.
i-share. Hindi lang sa akin, kundi doon sa mga posibleng makakapanood, di ba? Makakapakinig nitong episode natin. Again, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for having me, Cheska.
Nakasama natin si Penny Lat dito po sa Changed by Faith. Nawa marami kayong nakuhang inspirasyon na kahit na dumaan sa mga matitinding pagsubok na minsan hindi magme-make sense, di ba? Na parang para saan ba to? Kailangan ko ba tong pagdaanan? There will come a time, one day, maalala nyo, kaya pala. Yan ang po ang kabuuan ng ating episode ngayon. Nakasama nyo rin po Cheska, San Diego, Bobadilla. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok.